associate head coach is Kelly Camara, and the head coach for the Boilermakers in her 3rd season is Katie Geralds. Hinkle Fieldhouse, it's time for some Bulldog basketball. Bulldog fans, get up, get on your feet and make some noise. It's time to meet the starting 5 for your Butler Bulldogs. And forward, the 6'2 freshman from Fishers, Indiana, number 2, Riley Makaleski. And forward, the 6'4 freshman from Indianapolis, Indiana, number 24, Kristen Carter. At one guard, a 5'6 freshman from Bedford, Indiana, number 1, Carson Norman. At guard, a 5'11 graduate from Delane, Illinois, wearing number 10, Rachel Kent. And a guard, a 5'11 senior from Racine, Wisconsin, 21, Caroline Strandy. The coaches for Butler, Holly Hubengarner, Kristen Woodrich, and Latrell Fleming.
And with that, we welcome you on the Butler Athletics YouTube channel. My name is Greg Rakestraw. We are thrilled to be with you on this Monday night, and we are more thrilled that these two teams are playing each other for the first time in 16 years, and that so many fans, whether they're wearing the Butler blue and white or the Purdue black and gold, have chose to spend their Monday night with us here at Hinkle Fieldhouse. Both these teams are under 500 on the season, but frankly, who cares? They both get to continue their season here in the women's NIT. And of course, Hinkle Fieldhouse will be playing host to plenty of basketball next week with the semifinals of the Women's Basketball Invitational Tournament and the semifinals of the NIT on the men's side. Winner of this game keeps their season going and moves on the women's NIT round of 16. Jumping at center for Purdue will be Mary Ashley Stevenson. The honors for the Butler Bulldogs belong to Kristen Carter, the freshman from Ben Davis, an Indiana All-Star from a season ago. Lots of Indiana talent and lots of youth on both sides of the equation. For Butler, this is their second game of the tournament. For Purdue, this is the first game they have played since their second-round loss in the Big Ten Women's Tournament. Rashunda Jones from South Bend, Washington, one of 3 former Washington players on this Purdue roster. Mila Reynolds is the other that you will see. Amaya Reynolds, the middle of the 3 Reynolds sisters, she's redshirting this year. Stevenson pulls and misses from 15 feet. And Rachel Kent, one of a pair of former players at IUPUI that eventually followed Austin Parkinson to Hinkle Fieldhouse, gets the rebound for Butler. This is Riley Makaleski, she of the Splash sisters from Hamilton Southeastern. Makaleski misses that one. Janae Terry, 5th-year player from Illinois, gets the rebound for the Boilermakers. Nice basket cut by Terry, scores it. Janae Terry from Detroit, Michigan. Terry gets the first basket of the game. Little 3/4 court pickup here by Purdue. Terry on the season has started every game for the 13 and 18 Boilermakers, and she averages 5 points, but an impressive 8 rebounds a game. Makaleski answers at the other end for the Bulldogs, and we are quickly tied at 2. Carter gives the post player plenty of space. Turnaround shot does not go. Rebound controlled by Carson Norman. Former Bedford North Lawrence star, won a state championship last year. Playing for head coach Jeff Allen. On the turn, Carter, nowhere to go. With Elena Harper at 6'3", matching up. Norman 3 does not go, and a foul going to be called, looks like, against Purdue. This will go against Elena Harper. Harper, a sophomore from Heartland, Wisconsin. Transfer from Grand Canyon. Of course, these two head coaches, both former Purdue Boilermakers. Austin Parkinson, fantastic player in his own right at Purdue. Tremendous tenure as the head coach at IUPUI, including 2 Horizon League tournament wins. Pull-up does not go. Crash for the loose ball. Stevenson tracks it down for the Boilermakers. Katie Gerald's the opposite number for Purdue. Obviously, tremendous high school player at Beech Grove. Won a state championship, spent time in the WNBA, and won a pair of NAIA national championships at Marion before making the jump back to her alma mater. Terry on the scoop and score. She's got a pair of buckets so far for the Boilermakers. They're out to an early 4-2 lead. Just 2-2-1 pickup pressure, just trying to slow Butler down a bit. Give them a little more to think about as they get into their half-court set. Carter squares and faces. Carter maybe not yet a threat from 15 feet. Strandy certainly is, but did not get that to go. Fifth-year player, transfer from Minnesota. And Strandy, the senior from Racine, Wisconsin, and Stevenson walks. So turnover committed by Purdue. Purdue on the season averaging just under 15 turnovers a game. Stevenson has started every game but one for Purdue, just under 10 points and 5 rebounds a game. Quick substitution for Purdue. Jayla Smith in the contest, former Indiana Miss Basketball. I'm sure she has a lot of people here to watch her play tonight. From Lawrence North High School, part of the 2020 state champs at LN. Carter low block, she's comfortable there, lost the handle. Good recovery though by Strandy. Quick glance at the shot clock, knows that this has to go up. Fires from 3 and connects. So Strandy, leading scorer for the Bulldogs at 15 points a game and a fantastic three-point shooter. 47% from three-point range on the season. Butler seesaws back in front at 5-4. Sydney Janes will be the first Butler player to check in momentarily. Harper looking to post. Good help by McAlusky, but gonna get called for the foul. So Riley McAlusky. Her mom played in the Big East as well, played at Villanova. Her younger sister will be one of the top players in the state of Indiana next year as a senior at Hamilton Southeastern. So Elena Harper will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Spider Jones will check back in now for the Boilermakers. Stevenson will have a seat. On the season from the line, Harper, just 5 of 8. And there's some players that are not playing in tonight's game for Purdue. Most notably of that group, Madison Layden, their 3rd leading scorer. She will not be in uniform tonight. Harper has played in not every game, but a good chunk of them, but a lot more will be asked of her, as she normally has averaged 7 minutes a game. Tonight, just her